Welcome to What Are You Sporting About podcast, a podcast about business, employment, sports, and entertainment to help educate, support, and guide you to your next level. Here's your host, attorney Sivonnia DeBarros.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sivonnia DeBarros, a protector of athletes. And look, the NIL Combine is almost here, guys. It's almost here. So I've been talking about the NIL Combine and how we are going to have experts in their field to come and educate, motivate, and support you in monetizing, leveraging, and protecting your name, image, and likeness. Now, you can go ahead right now because seats are definitely filling up fast. Make sure that you go to athletesmakingmoves.com/NIL Combine so you can be in the number, get the information that you need, and make sure that you are able to properly network with individuals who can help move and drive your business forward. So, speaking of networking, that is our subject for today, networking and cultivating relationships. Now, before I dive into that, I do want to say that there is a special offer for those who do attend. Once you register, you will be put into the queue to receive our special offering, which will be our all access pass. I want to make sure that you receive this all access pass because it will be the thing that you need to re-implement the information in your mind, because it's going to be a lot of content. There's going to be a lot of substantive issues that are discussed that if it's an area that you're not quite that versed in, and you're going to want to go back through the content and make sure that you understand it adequately so that you can properly implement the steps that you need to be successful with name, image, and likeness. So regardless of whether you're the student athlete or a parent or coach, someone who is supporting the student athlete, it's essential that you have the exact information. So if you are communicating this information back to an athlete, you can properly state it so that they also understand what is happening. All right. So make sure that you go and register right now, athletesmakingmoves.com/NIL Combine. Now, listen, networking. I recently met with my networking panel who is going to show up to the NIL Combine, so you don't want to miss that. And we had such an exhilarating conversation around networking and building business relationships. Listen, business, the success of business is built on relationships. I don't care what you say, right? All the naysayers out there, relationships are built, where business is built on the relationships. Even if you have a customer service based business, guess what? That's a relationship, because you are creating relationships with your customers, which hopefully would drive them back to your business so that they can do business with you. They can buy more of your products. They can buy more of your services, right? So if you're more of a transactional person, like I'm just here to see what's in it for me, then you may not be building and driving the relationships that you want to create that longevity, that sustainability in your business that you may actually desire. Okay. So part of the NIL Combine, we're going to discuss how you can adequately network with individuals, not just those who are in your industry, because look, you're going to need support from other people who are operating in different industries. Taking me as an example, I'm an attorney. The legal industry is where I play. So if you are, let's just say, a branding expert, you may not understand the legalities of business, so you may need my support, and vice versa. If you're need financial service, you're going to have to get a financial advisor. But the way that you can build those relationships and see who is really in the room for you and has your best interest at heart is to get out there, network, meet people, and build and cultivate those relationships so that you can also drive home what it is that you need to be successful, but in turn you're also providing something to them so that they can also be successful, right? So check this out. There's a study that shows 95% of professionals says that face-to-face communication is vital for long-term business. I agree. I can say that at least 80 to 90% of my business is based on relationships. They are based on returning clients, clients who refer other clients, professionals in the legal industry and different industries who refer individuals to me because they understand how I operate. Okay, so which kind of drives us again into like the branding part of who we are and what we're putting out there, but because I've cultivated those relationships. So let me like give you an example. So there are several relationships that I had the fortune to cultivate during the pandemic. Now, the pandemic has been something that has caused a lot of pain for a lot of people. But the pandemic also showed us how important it is to sit down and nurture our relationships, even the people who are in our families, right? How often do we call the people that we say we love, but business has been so, hectic, we forget to call, we're so exhausted. So in my mind, in my perspective, the pandemic caused a lot of people to sit down and nurture those relationships. You found the time to reach out and say, hey, how are you doing, right? And some people were able to create new relationships, and when they created those new relationships, it created a new alliance. So we're in this NIL era, which is new for the college space of things, right? And so there's a lot of businesses and brands that are popping up to serve athletes or different businesses in different ways. Okay. So even as a student athlete, if you are trying to find creative ways to monetize and leverage your name, image, and likeness, it is essential that you find individuals in the marketplace who you can build and cultivate relationships with, because they have the power to also drive that brand forward. All right. So when they have that power to drive your brand forward, these could be individuals who have a larger stage than you of influence, right? But it could also be professionals in certain industries where your NIL, the brand that you're creating in this industry now, will not fizzle out post college. All right. So they will have that ability in those relationships to continue driving your brand forward even post college. Now, 70% of individuals said that they found a job through connections and communications. So if you are a person who you're looking for your next opportunity, well, it may be the relationship that'll get you in the door. And I tell you one thing, I realized that once I sat down to build and cultivate my relationships, my name was being brought up in rooms that I hadn't even entered. Okay. And so those are opportunities that really it's just a matter of time for you to step into, because you're cultivating those relationships. When you put yourself at top of mind for individuals, then they know, okay, look, I'm going to reach out to John, I'm going to reach out to Susan, because they're doing X, Y, and Z, and I want to make sure that they have the next opportunity to do whatever that is, right? So it starts with building that relationship, sending that first connection, and cultivating that, making sure that you're going back to groom that relationship. Let people know that you're here, not just one sided. I'm not just here to get what I want out of the situation, but I'm also here to serve and support you in any way that I can. So, guys, it's imperative that we find the right relationships and we build upon those relationships, because they can pay dividends. Even if you are an athlete who have not yet gotten an NIL opportunity, a relationship can be the thing that will get you that opportunity. And that relationship could be the thing that really create a dividend for you in the future. Now, what I mean by dividend, what I mean is like literally paying off. Sometimes we undervalue the relationships that are around us because we don't see the financial, like the money coming in the door. But I'm telling you, don't look at it from that perspective. Cultivate it from a place of authenticity, cultivate it from a place of really wanting to serve and support the other person as well. And they will be eager, extremely eager to support you as well. All right. So make sure that you guys, make sure you come to the Athletes Making Moves NIL Combine. This is going to be epic. There are a ton of experts who are going to be in the room to help support you and drive your business and brand forward. We already got the networking and cultivating panel together, and I'm super excited because we're going to have James Etta Cleveland, who owns Sports Moms University, Tim Claiborne, who is the creator of the Locker Room Sports, and Fabian Raphael, who is a former professional athlete turned business owner, business coach, and the creator of the Dream Method. They are going to show you guys how to properly network, what you can do now to increase that engagement and cultivate those relationships so that your business will be booming and it will drive in that revenue. All right. I'm Sivonnia DeBarros. Until next time, it is always a pleasure to protect, educate, and serve your interests. See you next time. Ciao.
What Are You Sporting About podcast. Make sure to visit our website, prosportlawyer.com, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, or whatever your favorite platform is, so you'll never miss a show. And while you're at it, if you found value in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes or iHeartRadio. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. If you like the show, you might want to check out our book, What Are You Sporting About? Attorney Sivonnia DeBarros is available for private consulting at sldebarros.com. And remember, we're here to educate, support, and guide you in your journey to success because we're all sporting about something.